We are just inside the Beltway, about 10 miles east of the Capitol Dome as we come to you from FedEx Field here in Landover. They love their football in this part of the country, and this crowd is ready to go as their guys will match up with the Philadelphia Eagles. Just about time to rock as Toe gets ready to meet leather. And we are underway from FedEx Field. Taking it about the 1. Of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. And he'll be out of bounds near the 30. In fact, right on the 30. Another good run there. He's been good all season long. I don't know if he's going to win that MVP award, but just to be in the discussion, obviously that means he's had a great run.
The raw numbers put him in the discussion. Can he carry his team to enough victory?
And he cannot avoid the pressure as the Washington pass rush gets home. Chase Young, he continues to wreak havoc in the offensive backfield. Sack number 16 on the year. Shotgun snap now for Kaepernick. Flushed out right. This is Smith with a grab. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45.
We talk about mobility on quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays off. Able to move, evade, and is accurate throwing on the run and picking up a first down.
On first down, Kaepernick. Throw right side, caught by Goddard, the tight end. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard. 2nd and 11 now. Kaepernick going to throw. That's caught by the UCLA product. It's Cannon Wilson. And he'll be down at the 46. So they go from 146 to the other on a pickup of 8. The coverage unit out there thinking pass on 3rd and 3. Kaepernick now to throw. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
Kaepernick, they're going for it on 4th. He's going to have his running back. It's complete. And he's got this down a yard or 2 shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. Both sides were holding their breath there on that 4th down play, and the offense can breathe a sigh of relief.
And both knew exactly where the first down markers were. You know the defense is trying to guard those sticks and try to keep people in front, but somehow, some way, those guys found a way to pick it up.
Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8. I tell you what, CD, this Washington defense, very strong in the victory last week.
Well, we certainly had a nice conversation with the defensive coordinator, didn't we? And what we heard, I like what we did, but we definitely need more pressure on the quarterback this week.
Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one.
From the gun, it's Kaepernick. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up 4th down.
From a defensive perspective, they had exactly what you want anytime they want to throw the football. There was pressure on the quarterback. They were getting after him. They tightened down on the receivers and forced the incompletion.
The kick by Elliott is good. also a career-long kick for the veteran, Charles.
Yeah, how about what he just got done there? We always knew he had a big leg, but how about everything coming together perfectly on that one? Great leg swing, and bang that one through.
Pulls it in at the 13 and makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. First down, Heineke. Oh, man, it's De'Ami Brown complete. And he'll get this one away just shy of the 45-yard line.
That was a fun one to watch right there. A nice in-breaking route and plenty of room in the middle of the field. He was able to get behind the linebackers and grab the completion for a really good pickup.
Second down and 8.
They're not ready for this, man. They're not ready for this. They still playing suck. Like 17.
Now Heineke. This is caught by his tight end, Logan Thomas. That catch good for 5. It's third down. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
Heineke now from the 50. He'll get this into the hands of Antonio Gibson.
And I like the idea here. Get the ball in his hands, even if it's in the passing game. 3 catches a week ago, and he does a nice job here to pick up yardage.
They go play action. Now Heineke. That's complete. Terry McLaurin with it. They'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. How about the start throwing the football? 4 for 4 on this opening drive.
No, he's slinging it. And oftentimes when you talk about slinging it, you're thinking about a guy throwing it all over the yard, not necessarily accurately. In this case, though, he's honing in on his targets, and he's delivering.
Yeah, the opening script, however, they drew it up for this first drive, going to plan so far. 3 yards the gain there, second down. Here's a give to Gibson. And he'll find his way down right around the 12. Calling a gain of a couple, and that's going to leave him with a third and about 5.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball on this drive, and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally, because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. It makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
But he's able to pick up the first before he's brought down inside the 5 at the 4. If you make the stop there, maybe you hold him to 3 on this opening drive. They didn't get the stop.
Yeah, new set of downs now. Now you're worried about, just as you pointed out, not just giving up 3, possibly giving up 6. Let's see what they decide to do here, because they've got to change up what they have been doing. It hasn't been working.
They'll run with Gibson. And he's stopped about a yard shy of the goal line after a pickup of about 3.
It is definitely hard to find space near the goal line. You always want to have a guy in the game running it who can create his own.
They'll try to run with Gibson. And he takes it. Touchdown, Washington. Antonio Gibson, his 21st touchdown of the season. And Washington has taken the lead. PAT up and good by Rosas. After 1, 7-3 the score on EA Sports. chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They didn't really have a field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled at kicking distances that we almost start to take them for granted. And we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that. And they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. He'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 49 yards rushing for him now, and he's carried the ball just 5 times. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line. Defensively, a solid response after giving up back-to-back first downs. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Now a play fake. Kaepernick. He finds his man. Complete. It's Love. And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And that'll bring up a 3rd down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Throwing now is Kaepernick. It's complete. This is Todd Gurley. And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. It'll be a gain of 5, and that's going to make it 4th down. To the 33, good enough for a first down. Thought they might throw the football with a little chunk that they had remaining on 4th down, but they ran it, they got it.
And the reason they were able to get it done, he ran that play with conviction, didn't he? Understood he would get a little bit of help from his friends up front, but it was really on him to go ahead and make the power move and get it done, and that he did. Partner, if you want more carries, I think we saw how you get them. Showed that he's got the fresh legs, and he picked up the first down on that run. Don't just ask for him. Show him that you're supposed to get the football.
Hey, 91.
Kaepernick now on first down. Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off down at the 10. And the young back, the rookie, just wrapped up his first career interception.
And how about the scouting department? They've got to be very happy right now because in NFL parlance, he's a 3rd-day selection. Anyone after the 4th round, that's big-time scouting right there. And what a great play he just made.
Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And that'll make it 2nd down. Handoff running left is Gibson. It'll be a pickup of a couple, and it leaves him with a 3rd and 3. But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped him. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
And they will touch him down, but not before he gets the first.
Well, they've certainly got them involved in this first half, and on 3rd down, they looked his way again. And what a delight for his quarterback to find him and keep the drive moving.
Heineke on first down. Coleman has it here right side. And he's got this down to the 35.
So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
Now a throw here to his running back. And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon. It looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a first down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going?
Escaping the pressure right. He's left with no option here but to throw it away. So, CD, this defense, they know that they have to be at their very best when they're taking on a team here that's in the midst of a winning streak that's now stretched over multiple months, not weeks, months.
And I think the challenge they put upon themselves is we want to be the guys to end that streak. And what's working in their favor? The winning streak on the other side. Sometimes that carries a burden with it because they feel like they have to play perfectly as well. Let's just go out there and get them is the idea.
It's so close. He gets it to the one. It's right there.
That's a nice job of working his way open down in the red zone. Looked that one in and then made a beeline for the pylon. He didn't quite get there, and you wanted to give him a little extra for the effort. But instead, he sets his guys up in excellent shape for the first and goal.
Gibson. And we'll get this forward only for about a yard, as that's going to take us to the 2-minute warning. One more time with Gibson. That is into the end zone for a Washington touchdown. Antonio Gibson, touchdown number 22 on the season. And Washington going to add on to their lead. And that is off and left right. It's no good. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. Take it in at the 3. And he won't quite make it to the 25. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. Of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah.
There he goes, right side. A big play there for Philly. Excellent execution, and now they're set up nicely.
Are they ever? Red zone? I wonder what the next play call is going to be, because after a big play like that, a lot of teams like to use the momentum to launch another one.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Into the red zone now. Kaepernick. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Troy Apken. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Week after week, we're seeing plays like this from him. And I think he's in line. We've discussed it before for NFL Defensive Player of the Year.
And a big reason why, I think, is because of his ball skills. And that's something that, for guys of his position, they've talked about it for years. They've done the drills. But they've really increased it in recent seasons because of the offense have gotten so good. He knows how to take the ball away. That is huge for a defender.
Slings this deep from McLaurin. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in. 2nd and 10. Heineke. Eluding the pressure right. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up 3rd down. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10.
17. Mike 17. It's going to be a long day. It's going to be a long day.
Heineke to throw it. That's complete to his receiver, McLaurin. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard. They'll run it with Coleman. And he will get the first down as he's up to the 20-yard line. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. Heineke now. Flush to his right. Slings this deep from McLaurin. That will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down. Kind of an odd schedule this year. These two teams getting their 2 games in very late in the season. Their first meeting just a few weeks ago, back in Week 15, and it was Washington winning on the road, so they're looking to finish off the sweep here at FedEx Field. They'll try again from the 20 on 2nd and 10. Looking to throw. Heineke. Flushed out right. They'll dump that off to Gibson, complete. And he gets it here to right around the 24 before he's out of bounds. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. From the shotgun, it's Heineke. Escaping the pressure right. And he finds McLaurin. Now Washington going to use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. From the gun, Heineke. Eluding the pressure right. And that will be incomplete with a clock down now to 13 seconds. So, Charles, here we are, Week 17. Both of these teams playing their 16th game of the regular season. And obviously for decades, that was the full season. But as we all know, a little strange, still one more game to go next week.
Yeah, Brandon, I think we're both interested to see how things play out next week because we know their division title and wild card spots up for grabs. So those teams, no doubt, they'll be all in. But how would you like to go in front of a team that's 3-13 and say, okay, guys, one more time, let's go get them. If we win, it benefits someone else.
It's been a pretty long drive. This will be play number 9, and they need 10 yards out of it on 3rd. And the play fake, and now Heineke slings this deep from McLaurin. And fight for it, and this is caught. What a catch. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit. And now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2. So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit. Rosa's kick is good. So we've come upon halftime here in Week 17. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. The final 2 quarters of the NFL regular season are upon us as the second half of Week 17 is underway. A short kick taken at the 18. And he is out of bounds as they'll start up past the 30. Out there setting ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Hey, Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more, because I thought in the first half it didn't get it moving the way that they would like. They had success throwing it. But I think these first couple of drives, they want to get those running backs going and give them more opportunities. And I will guarantee you that those guys were lobbying for them in the locker room at halftime.
Throwing again, Heineke on 2nd and 10. Flush to his right. And his throw is incomplete.
Well, so far in this drive, they've done some good work. They force incompletions on 1st and 2nd down, bring up 3rd and 10. That brings up the big question. Do they bring pressure or do they play coverage on this down?
On 3rd down, Heineke. Incomplete. So good work there on the defensive side for the first drive of the second half.
Yeah, and until their offense can get into rhythm, their defensive players and staff have got to say to themselves, we've got to make it work. We've got to stand in here and make sure nothing else happens until our guys start moving the ball.
It'll wind up being a net of 41. 9-yard return, 50 on the punt. And the Eagles will have it, taking over 1st and 10. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And their defense did its job by forcing the punt to start things out. And the Washington pressure gets to him, and he will go down. 2nd and 14 as they've got work to do here after the sack. They get this to Smith on the jet sweep. And he'll take it ahead to the 28-yard line. Well, that one will get him halfway to the first down marker. 7 yards makes it 3rd and 7 now. To throw is Kaepernick. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. He's picked up now is on 48. And this one will be returned to the 38-yard line. This defense, Charles, coming up with another interception. They have really done an excellent job of locking up these receivers.
Yeah, they're really on fire. They are actually doing what they talk about all the time, which is plastering to receivers when they're in those zones. They didn't give up a touchdown in the first half. They haven't done so here in this half. Touchdown!
Washington taking the Cleveland. There's a touchdown in the air. And the interception by the Washington defense leads to a touchdown. And a nice job by him to catch the slant and then navigate and break free.
And receivers love slant routes because it gets the ball in their hands so quickly and oftentimes on the move. When they're on the move like that, then they get to use their best asset, which is usually their speed.
And their speed sometimes, like this instance, can take them into the end zone. Rosales good with the extra point, and that pushes the lead up to an even 20. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. And here comes throw number 1 for the backup QB. Being chased out left. Hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable. And that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, They brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
On 3rd and long, it's Kaepernick. Can't get away, and he's taken down. Montez Sweat has now recorded 10 sacks on the season. The Eagles send out their punter now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And he was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. And they can't bring him down. A 41-yard punt, 9 on the return. And it will be Washington football now with a 1st and 10. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. They had the double-digit lead at halftime, and they have continued to roll. They're hard to stop right now.
I think what we're seeing is an example of a team that has it figured out in this ball game. And whatever the adjustments are the defense has made, hasn't slowed them, hasn't phased them at all. They either anticipated them or they've been so far ahead that they just can't catch up.
Now it's just a search to add to the lead. Now a 2nd down and 6. They'll go again with Gibson. And they'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher 3rd down looming. To throw is Heineke. Flushed out right. This pass broken up. But the contact well timed there, and now 4th down. Here's Tressway now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. And this one will wind up being down just outside of that 20-yard line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means they're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of 1st downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. The previous run, good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard. They keep out the ground. This time it's Henry. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, and now they go from 2nd and 2 to a tough 3rd and 4. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Again, it's Henry. Oh, he goes over it. And he gets it to the 32. Good enough for a 1st down.
Brandon, guys do whatever it takes to have fresh legs late in the season nowadays, don't they? How about him last week? Week 16, NFC Player of the Week for his performance.
Probably means a little bit more to him later in the year, doesn't it? Because of what you just said, the fatigue for a running back throughout the season.
Shows the off-season training and the endurance that he created in order to have that type of a game this late in the season. Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space. It turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. Seemed like a couple sets of eyes were on the quarterback, so he decided, hey, I'm going to hand this off. Got a good gain out of it.
And you know you need good blocking up front in order to gain yardage. Every one of these RPOs, if you do it right and they look the same, whether it's handed off inside or the quarterback keeps it, that allows you to fool the defense so often. And in this case, fooled them with the inside run.
On play action, it's Kaepernick. Under pressure, and he will go down. Set back at the 38. Montez Sweat in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year. 7th play of the drive, forthcoming on 3rd and 8. From the gun, it's Kaepernick. Open man is Gallup, the tight end. And he gets us down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. Just a 5-yard pickup, but it leads to 4th down. They'll run forward. And boy, is he close. Did he get there? No, they're going to say he should have aligned the game. Derrick Henry denied here on 4th down. And Washington will have it on the turnover on downs. Out there set ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Rush coming, and he's taken down. They dial up the corner blitz that time, and it delivers to the tune of a 9-yard loss. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. In the double coverage and intercepted. T.J. Green with a pick. Well, still down quite a bit here, several scores, but yeah, at least that's a start, Charles, getting the interception here. And look, we're still in the 3rd quarter, so this thing not done yet. You're right about that, Brandon. This defense, they haven't quit on this game. They stayed with it and got an interception and handed the ball back to their offense. And what you wonder about is a team that just threw that interception, they got to be careful about developing a sense of complacency and thinking this game is over. Absolutely love the run right there. This guy's known for his quickness, but also for his speed. And he's able to get to the 2nd level almost before you blink if you give him any type of blocking. I always talk about slot receivers, and they're usually known as quicker than fast. In this case, we've got a guy who's quick and fast, and he used it to great advantage. And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Down, it's good. And a short gain here, down to the 22. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding on. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Here's Kaepernick to throw. Dancing to his left. They'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. He'll end up getting 5 out of that, but now they're looking at 3rd down. They brought the blitz that time, and I thought they were going to get to him, but instead he flipped it on its ear and ended up picking up positive yardage. I thought he was dead to rights, but you are exactly correct, sir. Able to turn that into a positive gain. The Eagles on 3rd down. It's been a problem. Just 1 for 7 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. Throwing is Hurts. Will go down. Brought down at the 20-yard line. Montez Sweat racking up sack number 12 for him on the year. It has been a rough afternoon for him trying to get rid of the football. See, that's now 5 sacks. How'd you like to be the offensive coordinator, the offensive line coach trying to come up with an answer for this pass rush? What blocking assignments do you change? Can guys play a little bit better? And we're seeing the end result on the scoreboard. Long being breaking for the quarterback. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Eagles unable to convert there on 4th. And Washington will have it on the turnover on downs. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. They'll start on the ground with Dixon. And he's not even able to get back to the line of scrimmage. And there's also a flag down, and it's in the area of holding.
situations. You can get the bulky guy, the fast guy. No matter what, though, you can't hold him.
Escaping the pressure right. He completes this one to Terry McLaurin. It's a big play, yet amazingly, because of how far they had to go, they're still looking at a second down here. Still throwing the football here, even with the big lead.
Yeah, I know you and I came up in a different era, and we think about sportsmanship and all that. Other people think about fantasy points and getting their numbers. That's all they care about right now.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Come on! I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
That nearly trouble, but it's incomplete. The rookie had it and lost it, and it'll be second down. Here's 2nd and 10. Shotgun handoff to Gibson. Rivers free. And he'll be tackled right on the midfield logo. That'll leave him with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there. I'm going to tackle this guy. In the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And Thomas has it. Runs over. And gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30.
When you have someone throwing it that well, that confidently, you don't have to call the game in fear at all, do you? You just go ahead and play.
Yep, confidence with a lead to throw it here in the 4th, and boom, he's on the money.
And you don't have to tuck your head in and take and go like turtle at this point. You just go ahead and play.
Heineke's throw complete here to his receiver Brown. And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Eluding the pressure right. Throw across his body, and it's intercepted. Picked off with great anticipation. And the Eagles are going to take over here on the INT at their own 5-yard line. When he went on the move there and started rolling out, I thought there was a window, but that window closed quickly, intercepted.
And sometimes, despite how big your arm talent is, you don't get enough on a throw when you're on the move as opposed to setting your feet and stepping into one. That may have been the case there, and the defense certainly benefited.
Now Kaepernick. And he goes down. It's a sack. They get him back at his own 3-yard line. Chase Young in there to bring him down, and that is sack number 17 now on the season. On 3rd down, Henry. And he'll take this forward only up to about the 7. Give him 3 yards there as that'll take us to 4th down.
We often talk of situational football. Let's just call it team football. The defense did their job, got off the field, brought the punting situation, so they're turning the ball back over to their offense. You think those guys will get along very well right now? Of course they will. Defense helped the offense. Now it's their turn to take it downfield.
47 yards on the punt that time, just 1 yard on the return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And they just continue to roll right along, really. This has the looks of yet another victory as they hope to polish it off here in quarter number 4. Flush to his right. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35.
Looks to me, partner, like he's learned a little bit because earlier in the game, I think he was trying to force a lot of throws into his windows that just weren't open.
Yeah, the interceptions had plagued him, especially a second interception. Really a bad throw, so maybe a better decision there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. I think he learned from earlier in the game, and he's applying it now.
it is incomplete. Good positioning there downfield to break that one up. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Throwing, Heineke. Flushed out right. And he is going to be taken down. They got him. As that is going to take us to the 2-minute warning. Tanner Muse in there to take him down on what will take us to the 2-minute warning. So it's Washington with the football here as we welcome you back. They've got a 3rd down now as they look for one more 1st down to help salt this one away. Slings this deep from McLaurin. Man, it's caught inside the 10. Touchdown, Washington. Terry McLaurin, his 2nd touchdown of the game, giving him 12 on the season. And Washington is able to stretch their lead. Roses to add the extra point. And that stretches the lead to 27. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Offense set to begin their next drive. Let's just be frank. They're playing for pride at this point.
that's all that's left because victory, not a chance now. And I can't wait.
They've got his man complete. And he gets all the way down to the 30-yard line. A big play there for Philly.
At this stage, there's nothing left to do but to keep firing. And if you're a play caller, you may go off your sheet and use some things maybe you hadn't planned to in this game. Maybe that was one of them there that worked.
So the big play has him all the way down to the 30 now for 1st and 10. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Hall. That catch good for only a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. Now Kaepernick. He finds his man complete. That's Love. And they're going to have another 1st down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 15-yard line.
Well, this game is certainly pretty well over. They go ahead and mark it in the win column. But as a defense, they don't want to get so soft now that everybody just throws the ball all over the place against them, gets big yardage, and puts points on the board. They have pride, too, on that side of the ball.
And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in the game.
Hey, come on out here. Come get some. Come get some.
To throw, Kaepernick. And he can't find anywhere to go in it, and he goes down. Now the Eagles will use the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 18 seconds remaining. Is caught. Well, they get one back, picking up the late touchdown here, but still down big.
And yeah, that touchdown counts for their team, but I think it counts more for the fantasy guys, doesn't it?
Yeah, it's just something maybe positive to look at on film, but this one's over, let's be honest.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one.
And now they'll empty the backfield here as they elect to go for 2. Just a short pickup. And he is going to be stopped short of the goal line. Oh, they'll mark him inside the 1. He just couldn't keep churning those extra few inches. And the 2-point attempt is turned aside. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. They have the dream scenario you hope for coming into the game. Just one kneel here, and this game should be over.
It's always the final play of preparation each week. The practicing of the kneel-down formation, the victory formation. We've got a game in hand, and that's all they're going to want to do now. They'll put someone back deep just in case something goes haywire. But all in all, take the snap, kneel down, and shake hands. Yes. Get out of there.
So it's Washington getting the victory here. And I think the game balls need to be distributed on the defensive side of the football, and I bet that you would agree.
Yeah, if you hold a team under 10 points, that's a job well done. Really well done. So I would say game balls for every starter and every key player who participated in this game.
Now, see, I only like one game ball. You're handing out multiple. Although I set you up by saying game balls plural, but
I like where we're going with this. Though you say one to represent like the best player of all of that, and I say multiples so that you keep everyone motivated and involved.
You're a man of the people.
I'm a man of the people. I thought I was the only child.
You get a game ball, and you get a game ball. Game balls for everybody. So for Washington, they continue to show they're playoff ready as they move to 13-3 with one game remaining. So for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Next game, guess what? Charles and I will be here again. It's the NFL on EA Sports.